Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your second part of the series, How to Create a Life You Love. And we have already covered some amazing things in the first video. So we have discovered what it is to know what your intuition is and connect with it, what your dharma, your purpose is, and also the next steps into becoming more of who you are and living that purpose. So now, in my own experience of working with people around the world, myself included, there are often some subconscious blocks that come up, right? And even opinions of other people, right? So we're going to be clearing out those negative subconscious blocks and what other people think of us, right? Because you want to move into this place of your own connection point with the universe and then become again that reflection of pure love. But we can't control how the outside world sometimes may take things, right? So I know for myself, I've come into room and brought a lot of light, but that can trigger some people because they're like, whoa, that's too bright, that's too much, right? And so we want to get to the point where our lights, our purpose is fulfilled regardless of people who want it or not, right? Because part of their purpose might be to see the truth of who they are, right? And our lights shine that. And it's like, oh, we did it perfectly, what we needed to do, but we can't do it for them. Okay. Now, the other part is the subconscious blocks within our own nervous systems, right? So this is going to be like an internal belief. So, for example, it could be, I'm not loved, right? Maybe there's a blockage on your heart and you're just not feeling loved. So I'm going to teach you how to clear that block so that divine life force can just flow through, right? And just truly allow your connection point to be strong, to be clear, and to have the courage to take action every single moment. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do an energetic scan. So, this is what I do for people in my intuitive readings and coaching sessions where I will read their energy. What we're going to do now, though, is have you do your best to read your own energy. So, the best way I know how to do that for you is to actually notice, are there any tense areas in your body? Or any thoughts that are upsetting you? Do you feel a heaviness in a certain area of your body? Or do you see like a darker energy, right? And it's not saying that you're dark, it's just saying that there could be dark energy stored there of maybe negativity, fear, grief, um, anything like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and have you do an energetic scan for yourself. So from head to toe. So bringing your awareness all the way down from your head through every cell of your body down to your feet. And as you do, just notice, are there any places that call out to you? It's like for me, I can feel my heart. So you're going to, again, notice is there a heavy feeling? Do you see some darkness there holding that energy of negativity? What was the other one? Is there any tension? Do you feel any tension? So wherever that is, if you feel it in any area of your body, if you don't, great. Just go ahead and pass this information on to a friend and help somebody with this knowledge. But let's go ahead and, bring forth if you do. Otherwise, you can just take this for learning, that part of you, right, that is feeling blocked. Okay. So, again, like I said, I felt something around my heart. So, I'm going to go ahead and, for example, bring that energy into my hand. Okay. So, wherever that energy is that is in your body, we're going to bring it into our hand. Okay. So, we bring it into your hand. I'll bring mine into mine. Okay. So, then we're going to talk to this part of you as if it was your best friend, right? And we're just going to ask it, what is it that you need? And what is your message, right? Because it's speaking to you. So let's go ahead and look at that part of you, get the message. Good. And then as soon as you do, notice that you'll feel a little bit lighter because anytime you bring truth into something, if you've ever heard the truth is going to set you free, right? It's like, oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, here's the message, right? So once you get whatever that message is, you're going to want to ask yourself, what is it that I need to do now with it? Okay, what is it that it needs? Okay, so ask, what does it need? Okay, And then once you get whatever it needs, go ahead and give that to yourself, right? And then go ahead and place your hand back on whatever area that blockage was, and notice that it frees up. The energy starts to flow through. Now let's do it for another spot. Go ahead and keep scanning your body. See, is there any other areas where you feel blocked or you feel constricted? So go ahead and place your hand there. And we're going to bring light into it, right? So let's go ahead and just send light into that area and then bring that part of you into your hand. And go ahead and fill up whatever the block was that you just released. It naturally should have light flowing to it because that's your natural state of being, is light and love. But if you'd like to add more, you could just send more light to that area that we just cleared as well. Okay, so now for this particular release of a block, we're going to say, okay, what's the message? Get the message. And then ask, what do you need? So ask the part what it needs. Awesome. Okay. So again, once you see what it needs, you can bring the energy back. Now, let's go ahead and practice what we learned in the first video. We're going to bring in unconditional love. So let's go ahead and bring our thumb and our first finger together, activating unconditional love, bringing our awareness from our heart and then down into our guts. So we're connecting from the center point of truth. And then we're going to go ahead and ask, now that you've brought in the unconditional love, cleared the block, connected to your intuition, what is the new belief that you have about yourself and the world? So there will be a transformed belief here. So just go ahead and listen to what your inner voice says. Now that you've cleared at least two of these blocks, what is the new belief that I have now about myself and the world? Taking a moment to receive. And whenever you get that message, come back to the room. Awesome. Okay, cool. So you'll probably notice your energy feels even lighter, super flowing. I know when people are done with sessions, it just feels so good because it's just super empowering, right? To be connected to love and truth. All right, so the second part of this particular video is about letting go of what people think of you, right? So what I said is so true. And I've had this experience many times in my life, right? Where people are like almost blinded by the light, like, wow, that's too much. So, what you want to do is get really comfortable with who you are and anchoring that point of unconditional love. So you can eventually walk in to any room and feel safe no matter what anybody's thinking. The other thing you can do is bring in, it's like those disco balls, and it's reflecting light back to people, right? So you're just sending love and experiencing love no matter what, right? Because it's reflecting back to them. Now you may choose to stay or go, whatever feels better to you around being those particular people or not, but you will feel that light, you will feel that connection point, okay? And the third part is truly loving unconditionally and forgiving them. Um, because, you can read about what Jesus said, forgive them, they know not what they do. I've heard before sometimes people can be aware, but still do it, right? Because I've been like, well, how could somebody hurt somebody if they know they're doing it? Well, there's a part of them that is actually still ignorant and subconscious to what they're doing, right? Even though we think they're consciously aware, there's still a part of them, the part of them that would be willing to hurt somebody that actually is unconscious, right? So that's why it's just forgiving them, sending that unconditional love. And the best way I know how to do that is to send pink light out through your heart. So you say, I forgive you and set you free. And then that same pink light comes all the way to the back side of your heart. And then you say, I forgive myself and I set myself free. So there's a full circle of forgiveness. I forgive you and set myself free. And I forgive myself and set myself free. Let's do it 3 times. I forgive you and set myself free. I forgive me and set myself free. So 2 more times at your own pace, sending that beautiful pink light through the front side of your heart and then circulating it back through the back side. And then 1 more time. I forgive you and set you free. I forgive myself and set myself free. Good. All right, now, so what I'm seeing is this beautiful spiral of golden light now coming up. Now, I know that during the time of COVID, there was a lot of energy that was sending energy down, like spirals. So if you start to send your energy up like this is life-giving. So you see the golden light coming all the way up. And if there's any disease or sickness in your body, you can use this, right? So the energy is coming up. So let's go keep seeing that. So you can even start that circle at the base of either your spine or even your feet, that golden light coming all the way up, sending life force up your body. And then you can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and maybe say the words, "It is safe to be me. It is safe to be free in who I am. I am loved and I am lovable." So coming back to the moment whenever you're ready. I'm just noticing the frequency of light that you're emitting now. Like I see light just pouring down through my arms and my legs, my torso, my hands, and know that's the frequency that you're now sending out, right? So this is what I mean by creating the life you love. You're going to attract now from this higher frequency of love. And that's going to be the third part of this series is attracting from love. So start to notice what it feels like to be the embodiment of unconditional love. So, like I said, it's going to feel good for you and attract all good things to you. And it's going to feel good, right? Because feeling good is being connected to the universe, right? And so, just listening to your own intuition as to what's guiding you to the next step of feeling good, who you're meant to serve, really fulfilling that next step, your dharma, your purpose, and noticing how the world responds to you. People respond to you in love, right? Because they can feel that frequency. And really quick before we log off of this video, and in this certification program, I go much deeper into this. But the way that the energy works is your body is this receptor and emitter of energy. So it's emitting these frequencies, right? And it's also receiving energy like a radio wave, right? So you're giving and receiving energy constantly. So it's very important to notice what is the energy you're giving out and then what are you receiving back? And to have that filter, right? Like I said, of not caring what people think, or maybe you're in a certain environment that just doesn't feel good. You can have that shield of light, that protection, that safety of your own love to guide you away from a specific situation or vibration of energy. Could be a person's holding a vibration of energy that just doesn't serve you, right? Like it could be violence or judgment or something you just don't want to be around. So your intuition will guide you away from it. Okay. And then at the same time, point you in a new direction that will then attract that higher vibration, right? Of love. So then you just keep moving with that love, with your intuition into the next step, into the next step, right? To the fulfillment of your dharma, of your purpose. And I can promise you, living your purpose is going to feel good. It is going to be the life you love because you're meant to live it. So, of course, you love it and it feels good. And then having the courage to let go of the fears that may be stopping you, right? We did a little exercise today on how you can release some of those blocks. And what I can tell you is your intuition really has no fear. So it's just that knowing and certainty within you. So if you feel afraid to do something, go to your knowing of your intuition, ask what is true, and then move forward with your knowing because it's absolutely beyond fear. And ultimately, you won't feel fear when you're following your intuition. It'll just be a very clear knowing, oh, this is the next step to take. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video on attracting what you want from this place of love. So I will see you very soon. All right. Bye.